Road, there's Christie, and here is the curve on the Ropes Creek line to the left of them. Why is that water so orange? So over here is where the abandoned Ropes Creek line went. It was a railway line from St Mary's to Ropes Creek, and also St Mary's Munitions Works. Ooh, that might be a bit problematic. Right along here is where the tracks are. I'm not walking in that. I'm going to be walking beside it. I'm not walking in all of this. Sleeper Run. Here we are just after Dunheved on the Ropes Creek side. Tracks would have come through here and through those bushes. Now we're heading around here. This is nearing where the curve ended. As you can see, there's a couple of trees. This little road down here, clearly outlining where the tracks used to be. Heading through here. Neat. We have found a relay hut. Look at that. It's even got an old phone. I'm gonna go check it out. It's inside from this little hole. Now we're on the outer side of the hut. There's a wire up there that connects to that. Those discs look very Sydney Trainsy. Rail remnant here. Here you can kind of see where I guess they've been like burning the sleepers down. Something. Here we have a culvert. Down here we have more culvert. Now heading up here. See the place that we're walking along? This is definitely the rail line, as you can see. Well, down there, they've been turned into a little sculpture. So let's go check it out. Not sure what this was. Oh wow, this is bigger than I thought it was. This was one of those signs that you always see when you enter a new suburb. For example, in the Sutherland Shire, you have those weird little, like, fin or sail. I'm not too sure what they are, but you see those when you're, like, going to Miranda or Kirrawee or Sutherland or wherever. So this is basically one of them, and this is the biggest one around Ropes Crossing, since it goes along the old formation of the track. There are some other ones around at the entrances into Ropes Crossing as the suburb itself, however they are a little bit more smaller. I have nothing else to say, I'm just waffling on now. Here we are at the Ropes Crossing sign, and you can see all these rails. This is from the Ropes Creek branch line, all these rails. Now they're just arching over like this. There it goes back out like that. It's astonishing. Those rails really need a grind. Something sad is this sign is kind of decaying, as you can see down here. There's quite a lot of sprouters. This right here is Ropes Creek itself. No bridge in sight. I think they might have rebuilt the old railway bridge to be this. No, past me. The railway went over a small trestle that is now demolished. This fence along here may or may not have been part of the railway. It was then that Random MSet, go check him out, link in the description or on screen right now, but I don't really think that you'll type it in from the screen, came along in his car and picked us up, then drove us over to Ropes Creek. If you're wondering, but what about Cochrane? Well, it's all been turned into McMansions. Nothing at all remains of Cochrane. This is the whole Ropes Creek Park. Random MSet came along in his car and picked us up. I'm not really allowed to show his face, but he's allowed to show mine. Here we are, Ropes Creek Station. It's awesome. This is pretty much the most intact train station here on the whole Ropes Creek line. Yeah, well, 1986 actually. Here is the signal box. This is where you can see all of the signals, levers. They've all been burnt and bent after the fire. If it weren't for the fire, this station would have had walls, but now it just has a mesh. It's very nice, like curved light. It's very fancy. Really like that. Over here, I think that this might have been like a pump or something. Probably steam engines or something. Not too sure. It's quite big. Here, there are a bunch of light posts. And I actually think that these might have been from Cochrane Station. Since there's a bunch of photos, I'll just load them up on nswrail.net, of these lampposts being at Cochrane Station instead of Ropes Creek. They might have been at Ropes Creek Station, but if they were, then why aren't they on the platform? That's my question. I think that really big one there, I'm pretty sure that structure might have actually been where the footbridge was. And over there's the rest of the station. But who left their chisels here? Little boxes were probably filled with like new ballast from the railway line, who knows. Yes, platform edge. And the track continues for a couple meters down these ends. It's one of the old catenary pylons. It's one of the like old single ones, and they're all like the really old wiry ones. That's why this thing just droops down like that. It's supposed to be wire connected to the wires that would have gone through here. On this platform over here, there's two tracks. One of these tracks would have been for like locomotives to turn around and run around the train, so they could haul them back to like St Mary's and all that. Something odd I've noticed: these rails are just engraved into concrete. There's no space at all, and these tracks are just rocking out in the open. It's kind of odd. Ooh, this is kind of odd. This was a really big electrical thing. This was kind of like the old style, where there's just you know, like connectors that are made out of metal that go to nowhere like that. What was the point of that? I'll never know. But it's everywhere on stuff like the Blue Mountains line, and I'll never know why. Ooh, I wonder what this is. That would have been the alignment. Where the tracks would have gone. Possibly. Actually, no, I think they would just go along this road. Then over there at those houses, that would be Cochrane. Might have even been a short distance than Walla Creek and Tempe. New bus 759. Where was that 4 years ago? I think that this might have been once a road bridge over, or maybe this is just like where they parked cars for it, because not a lot of people use Dunheved Station. Here we are at the abandoned Dunheved Station. You can see down there, look how tall the trees are that are growing from here. It's completely cleared except for the trees everywhere. And it's kind of cool how you can just drive into the station proper. Like literally just drive onto the tracks where it was. That right there was when where Dunheved Station was. Around here there used to be there was an S-set carriage and a T-set carriage just lying here for training by the RFS, but they were removed due to extremely heavy vandalism that was going on with them. This used to be where you could have walked down onto the platform. Here I am underneath the pedestrian bridge. Everyone else is kind of just trying to figure out a way to get onto the platform from the bridge. And it's quite cool under here. And down here might have been where someone, like a homeless person was living or something. I'll just go check that chocolate milk to see how long it's been there. After I checked the milk bottle, it said that it would expire in like 2 or something months, which means that it was actually recent. If you're heading down there, please do not go into there, because I'm pretty sure that he or she does not want to be disturbed at all. And he or she is just trying to make a living underneath Dunheved's pedestrian footbridge. It's just left from there, and we've finally gotten onto the platform. It was quite an adventure getting down from there. I had to go around the back, and then kind of just slide my way down there. You can kind of see, there's a homeless man's house. Don't disturb it at all. It's still being lived in. Please don't disturb him. And I had to try and traverse all of this. See that tree stump there? See how there's that crack there? That was from when I stepped on it. So then I kind of used these shopping trolleys to clamp myself onto here. Well, we're finally here. Whoa. At Dunheved Station. There is the bridge from down here. Right here would have been some sort of station structure. I'm guessing a toilet or something. You can see everything has just been knocked down. There's just nothing left. It's all just carnage. Gonna get down from that, Jesus. There's a bunch of holes in the gravel station that you always got to look out for. Otherwise, you can just fall down something like that. It's a lot more obvious than some other areas. But it really is kind of difficult going around this station. So now we're kind of just walking along here. Interesting to say, after 1986, there was actually one train that used to, one passenger train that used to go around here, and it was the river. Be careful of this pit. I think that this might have been for, an overhead wiring thingo here. In case you don't know, the river was a 2-car V-set. That went from St Mary's to Wyong. And at St Mary's, it would go onto the currently in use sidings. They were later stripped of their overhead wiring afterwards. Now it's time to go. It was pretty much one of the most unique electric trains that I've ever ran. Isn't really although the Ropes Creek line isn't really a first for unique electric trains. There's so many spiky bushes everywhere. Hear that crunch? That's so much grass is being annihilated by my foot. Also, we've got some new sprouters! Throughout its lifetime, there was this one service. It was a 4-car Red Rattler. 2 of the cars were parcel van wagons on a regular train. That is extremely rare. I'll probably edit in a little voiceover now of some extra information. One of the cars in the River V-set was actually the car that was almost destroyed in the 1999 Glenbrook train crash. It was repaired and given new Gninnen fluting compared to its old Coming fluting. I hope that was enough time for me to finish my sentence. Probably was. In the 2000s, all of this was stripped and there were millions of pipes everywhere around here. They would just store pipes everywhere, and a common nickname for the station was Pipe Park. Anyways, we are now at the main station building. There is only one piece of wall left that is standing up. This place really is decaying. And there's tons of graffiti everywhere. But it's quite a nice place. I gotta say, this would be a sick place to like film a music video or something. Bands out there, I don't know, like Midnight Oil or something, I don't know. Whoever's, if any of you are musicians out there, do a film here. It's a cool place. It would look cool. They might have actually filmed here once, I'm not too sure. And here we are at the end. Head down here, I'm gonna walk beside the station building. And then it will just head down there. Like that. The sidings that I mentioned earlier, they were reopened after 1986 in 1990, all the way to Dunheved, then cut back in 1991 to where they end now, right before a road. Honestly, it actually looks like a vanilla milkshake. If I didn't know better, and it was just like a move, you know, kind of canister, I'd drink it. It's really spooky going around here. Around here used to be a huge rail yard, that's why there's so much space around here. And there used to be a loop down there that would head down to St Mary's. It was wild. There was tons of changes to the station over its lifetime. What the heck is that? But this area seems to be like used by car traffic a lot. I mean, I guess it like all the SJs around here love drifting around. So do mad skids around here, bruh. Hickty coonin', bruhs. Someone's left a bunch of pillows everywhere for some reason. A bunch of cars around here that have just been yeeted around and demolished. Just crazy. They've just been yeeted off that cliff. There's been some serious hooning around here. My gosh. Here we are. We're at a crossroads. Ooh, that looks kind of interesting. Let's go to the munitions works first. Kelly that's been dumped here. And a bunch of old furniture. What is going on? Oh my gosh. Sculpture. This is crazy. There's so much just junk just yeeted out. I'll probably some pellets. Gosh, it's everywhere. It's concerning every time that you're walking down an abandoned rail corridor. Then you get to the end and there's a gate that's open. What's going on? I just realised that a lot of the Dunheved footage would be perfect for a Midnight Oil joke. There would be where they dumped a bunch of the sleepers, and that looks like some sort of like workers' hut or something. Might have not been related, but I mean, we might as well just. No, we might have. Yeah, let's not go. I'm just. Some other walkers have made a little pathway through here. Ooh, look at this. Nice concrete. I like this a lot. The nice concrete is now gone. We've been beating through all of this. It's been quite hard. But I think we'll keep on going. Battling through all that, we have now reached the culvert. Yay! So now we know that we're on the track. There's the other side of the culvert. I then proceeded to die. Here's a little culvert. We've decided to head back since I fell over in all the blackberries. Now I have a bunch of areas that are bleeding. Don't worry, it's not too bad. So I'm just gonna try filming to get my mind off it so it doesn't hurt as much. On the way back, we've found all of this little machinery stuff. I guess, I'm not too sure. Oh, hey, I think, ooh. So, we found this little way down here, beside this building here. It might lead to the rest of the line. I'm not too sure. But I'm in it to win it now. I mean, I've already, slipped over in the blackberries. Oh my god, it hurts. I'm pretty sure that we've already just gone further than we did earlier. So we've been able to skip forward. So me flipping over and all those blackberries was completely pointless. I'm such an idiot. Okay, so now I really have to focus on where I'm stepping. We're now finally approaching the end. That's it. Oh. So we have now traversed the Ropes Creek line. My gosh, that was an adventure. But we're nearly there. We are nearly, finally there. Over there, there's a little road. And over there would have been where the third track to the Y would have gone, but come on, I don't want to do that. I've done so much already. Might not actually exist. I'll have to check up. Actually, yeah, if I remember, it doesn't exist. But through there, I think that we can squeeze through, which would be great. We are now out. This is glorious. And over there, Pacific National St. Mary's site. Just gonna wait for all these cars to pass before I can head up to it. And here I can't really just like walk down since, well, it's a proper, thing. But down there are the sightings. I can see a couple hoppers through there, but that's pretty much it. But we have finally reached the end. Tons of these golf balls from the rail line when we were walking over here. They're probably from the golf course, so that's so I guess that's our souvenir, I guess. Just cleaning up the rail line.